War with Russia. Hey, Billy Bear. Ah, God. Billy Bear, one of my favorite characters from the original 48 Hours. If you want to see one of the greatest acting performances of all time, as far as a brand new actor in his first movie, Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours. And the level of drama and comedy in that, I just don't understand why they didn't give him more drama work. Eddie Murphy should be on like his third Oscar by now. And Billy Bear was the American Indian, Native American, whatever you're supposed to say, partner in crime with Gans. I still think that movie had the best gun sound. I'm sure now that this shit's louder, but I just love the way the guns sounded in that movie. Billy Bear, Billy, you're gonna lose. All right. Heard you question why the talking heads are stoking a war with Russia. I literally thought you were talking about the band. I was like, the talking heads are out there talking shit about who? Who they mad at? Blondie? Heard you question why the talking heads are stoking a war with Russia. That means I guess the leaders of the world. It has to do with a lot of things, but one way to break it down is this. The U.S. has a lot of oil contracts with the Ukraine. See Joe Biden and 3 other political leaders' kids getting millions for no-show jobs. All right, can I address that stat there? Joe Biden and 3 other political leaders have kids that get millions of dollars for jobs they don't even show up to. And now that if that is true and that's been made public, did they lose those jobs? Or does it not fucking matter? Why, with all of this shit out there, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Well, all I can say about Joe Biden and all of those political leaders, just tell them to keep doing those jobs and not to do, tell jokes. Because you're going to get away with it in that sector. All right. So they want to keep a presence there as well as expand. Putting military there instigates Russia and reinforces that U.S.'s involvement disrupts a pipeline Russia and China are building. Why can't they build a pipeline? We could all blow each other up. We already proved that this isn't going to go anywhere. All they's talking heads, they're not doing anything. I think they all fucking hang out on that Epstein Island afterwards. You know what I mean? After they get everybody all stirred up and then they just bang fucking whatever they're into. And then they go back and they act like they don't like each other. I think it's like wrestling. Russia doesn't want to invade the Ukraine. They just want to keep closer political and business ties with the Ukraine than the U.S. So Ukraine's the hot chick on the block. All right, come on, Ukraine. Let's try to work this. President of Ukraine recently told Biden he didn't want any U.S. military intervention. The guy's probably between a rock and a hard place. Money coming in from the U.S., but proximity to Russia means he has to respect both. No, he doesn't. He has our nuclear weapons behind him. We're never going to use them. They're never going to use theirs. What he should do is should go to Russia and be like, hey, not for nothing. The U.S. is giving me this. Maybe if you give me that, all of a sudden I like your little furry hat there, Russian guy. That's what they should do. You can watch all the news stations and read the New York Times, and they're giving all the reasons as to why we need to support our Ukrainian brothers as if they give a shit. I know, it's so stupid. The whole thing is so fucking stupid. Most people can't find the Ukraine on a fucking map. I couldn't remember the name of the country. For some reason, I remembered the name of the capital, Kiev. I remember during the Bush administration, Neil Young did a free speech tour because he was against intervention in the Middle East and he was getting heat for it. Glad he is staying away from this and focusing on comedians who interview doctors for 3 hours. He's old, man. Maybe he wants to pick a smaller fight. All right.